Once upon a time, there was a land in the Eastern Europe. The land was so beautiful that every big empire wanted to capture it, but only few knew the secrets of this sacred place. Unique landscapes scrapped by the northern winds of thousands and thousands of years made this place a true miracle for the human eye. Since the Middle Ages, people settled in the northern slopes of Eastern Carpathians. Some ran away from enemies, others simply fell in love with the magic of what we call today Bukovina. For a few centuries, the region was disputed between empires that ruled the area to partially become part of today's Romania. Partially because Bukovina hosts the border between Ukraine and Romania right through the middle. The flair of the place comes from a unique blend of factors that makes you feel like you're living in the past, in the good way. The scenery of Bukovina is distinct and rich in its biodiversity, and it's probably the greenest area of Romania. From roads that cross through the mountains to lakes and pastures, you have plenty of opportunities to breathe the clean air and fill up your camera with picturesque photographs. Few places to mention here are Pietrele Doamnei in Rarau mountains, Cotnari Vineyard, one of the biggest in Romania, Ceahlău National Park, probably the wildest area in the entire country. Just be aware of bears and wild pigs and enjoy your trail. Slătioara Secular High Forest, a reservation situated in the eastern slope of Rarau massive harbors. With rewarding experiences, some of the places I mentioned above can become adventurous, so make sure you do your research and equip properly before joining an adventure. The cultural and spiritual heritage of Bukovina is mainly impacted by the influence of religion that is very obvious in the area. With many old monasteries, you can easily spend a few days visiting the best cultural and spiritual temples of the area. Many fortified, the monasteries were part of the tribute that Stephan the Great paid to the land every time he won a fight. This played a crucial role in today's Bukovina, as the population of the area is highly religious but also very diverse. You can visit and observe the life of the monks, and here are few monasteries that I recommend you to visit and that I visited as well in just one day. I first visited Putna Monastery, which is one of the most important cultural, religious and artistic centers established in medieval Moldavia. Stephan the Great, the one that I mentioned earlier, was buried at Putna Monastery, nowadays a place of pilgrimage. Amongst his grave, you will find numerous veils and tombstones, fine examples of medieval Moldavian art. Sucevita Monastery contains both Byzantine and Gothic elements, amongst the popular painted template of Moldavian monasteries. Moldovita Monastery was founded as a protective barrier against the Muslim Ottoman conquerors from the east. I told you it was a disputed territory. I visited those monasteries in just one day, but here are other mentions that if you have more time you can visit. Voronezh Monastery, Probota, Pătrăuți Church, Humor Monastery, Arbore, and the list goes on and on. And because we talked about spiritual life, it was impossible not to mention traditions. This is the third special mix of what makes Bukovina truly unique. Life in rural environment is simple and complex at the same time. People still follow strict rules of behavior and maintain ancient traditions, but modern life brings conflicting values even to the remotest villages. A land harmoniously inhabited by various nationalities, Bukovina has withstood the most radical transformation of time and fashion and has preserved its unforgettable way of life. Decoration of the eggs during Easter holiday, it's a thing and a tradition you can only see during the, Easter holiday. However, if you're out of the season, you can visit the Vama Egg Museum in Vama village. Bukovina is also rich when it comes to crafts. You can visit the Black Ceramics Workshop in Marginea village, where you can see how the masters create black pottery. You can also buy some of their creations and support the local craft. Another fast and cool tradition to see, yet not very old, can be found in Ciocanesti village, where villagers decorated their houses with traditional motifs inspired from local embroidery. There are plenty of other things to do. Those are just a few that I'm aware and that I visited, but I give you the opportunity to discover everything else of what Bukovina has to offer. The best time to visit Bukovina is from April to September. Springs are especially beautiful in Romania when the trees start blooming and the mountain slopes dress up in multiple shades of green. Summer months are also a great time to visit this region because it doesn't get too hot in this part of the country. In the fall, the days are shorter and you get more rain, but the vibrant colors of the fall foliage makes it all worth it. Winters are not so great if you want to hike or spend time outside. However, this is a unique time of the year for experiencing the Christmas traditions in Romania. And Bukovina is quite rich in such customs. Guys, we're approaching the end of the video, and I'm telling you, this place is a goldmine for every type of adventurer. You can get lazy or pump up the adrenaline. Bukovina has you covered. There are many more fairy tales to be discovered, but that's your quest to be completed. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it and I'll see you guys in the next one. Happy adventure!